friends that aren't here right now. Mr. Montgomery is actually videoing this. I'm going to post it on YouTube and then we'll tweet it out here. So if you have friends that are at Central or gone, they can have this information as well. You have 73 days until you graduate. Woo! That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Over 11 and a half years, and you're down to just 73 days. So you should all be very proud of that. Okay? But now the key is, let's get to that 73rd day and be able to walk across that stage, all right? So I want to go over a few reminders with all of you so that you don't have to worry about if you're going to make it or not, okay? With our attendance rates, unfortunately, you'll see our seniors have our lowest attendance I'm guessing that some of this is because you guys feel confident that you are passing the classes that you need to pass in order to graduate. But let's just make sure that we are here doing what we're supposed to do, because I know that there are some of you out there, because I've had these conversations already, that think you're in a better spot than where you're at. Okay? And I'm going to talk about a few of those things. We start always with our mission statement about being a positive change in the world. You guys are about ready to leave Hoover and take that to, maybe it's college, maybe it's a trade school, maybe it's a job, maybe it's, going somewhere else. We want you to take that spirit with you wherever you go. And we're very proud of the things that you are already doing here, and we hope that that continues as you leave Hoover. One of those things, some of you maybe have already seen this in your government or econ classes. Winnie Pham, who's a sophomore, is coming around to register you all to vote. Okay? One of the best ways that you can become a change in the world, and a lot of people would say that we need some change in our world, is by voting. Okay? So if you are 17 years old, which I believe almost all of you are, you can register to vote. And in our upcoming elections, like we have caucuses happening here in just a few days, you can take part in that and have your voice be heard and make those adjustments to where you see that our country needs to go. And so we're really proud of Winnie that's kind of taking this up. She can't vote yet because she's not old enough, but she's trying to help you all have your own voice in there. So please make sure you bring your ID, so that's a driver's license, or even just an ID card that you get from the DOT, because you need that in order to register, right? So she's going to be doing that all this week, and her goal is to get every senior registered to vote, and we're hoping to help her try to meet that goal. Okay? How many of you are already registered to vote? So only a handful of you guys. Okay? We want all of you to be able to have your voice. And I still remember, and I'm sure your parents and everybody still remember the first time you went to vote. It was, pretty cool that you could say, hey, I'm going to have my say in this election. Whether it goes my way or not, at least I'm having my voice be heard. Which brings us into just our mission at Hoover, being that positive change, using our Hoover way of being an academics first building, being in class on time, taking ownership in your learning. A lot of your teachers are going to be talking with you about that this last semester, is owning what you're doing, making sure that you are, that you know where you're at, that you know if you're passing the class or not. It's amazing how many of us don't know where we're at in our grades. Okay, with the tools that we have with us, with every campus and everything like that, you guys should all know where you're at in your topics. Okay. Prom is coming up here. I'm going to bring up some of your senior board members just to go over a few things with you. It's coming up on April 25th. So, Anthony, now, okay.
Yeah, Anthony.
So we're making a junior senior prom.
Oh.
We're gonna have seniors take a selfie, just be open to seniors, and after that, juniors should be able to purchase whatever's left that they want. I mean, seniors can also still purchase what they want, but we need to kind of make it so we get our numbers up, if that makes sense.
tickets?
$20. $40. Yeah, $40.
You said what?
40? 40?
Yeah, $40.
40?
Go to church.
Alright, listen up. Everybody out there, if anybody's upset about it being a junior prom, just everybody show up so then the juniors, because we're selling the tickets to you first, so if everybody buys a ticket, no juniors will be able to show up. So just think about it that way.
So if there are juniors there, either they're invited or it's your guys' fault because you guys didn't come.
Yeah.
Maybe it feels like 10.
Can you explain what's included in the $40 for those people that are thinking that's a lot?
That is a lot.
We haven't discussed that yet.
I can talk about that. And just to add to what these guys are saying, the price that we have is including the cost of the location, and then also there's like party favors, like memorabilia stuff that goes into it, also like the prizes and the prizes and things. And then you get into post prom for free as well. That has food, raffles, all that stuff that's free as long with that. Yes, sir. What's that? No, the prom's at the Scottish Rite, which is a really nice location downtown. The reason that we're telling you so early about the cost is, yeah, it's expensive to go, but you have right now about 3 months in order to save $40. So if you save about $5 a week, there you go. You pay for your prom ticket. Okay? When are we, you guys remember when we're going to be meeting next as like prom committee? A week from today.
We need one more person for our prom committee.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
I know you see my hand.
No, Mr. Riley.
When it's last.
Bro, there's 3 of you guys. You kiss in one hand. Sometimes.
If you, how about this? If you are interested in being part of the prom committee, talk about the theme or things like that, talk to Niall, Pav, Anthony, Roger, or Dustin, and we'll be meeting again a week from today, so next Tuesday. I'll write passes for you guys, and we'll start to discuss what we're going to be doing.
If you're interested, we'll say a little later today, just come up and talk to us.
Yeah, so we're gonna be like right by the doors over there or down here. So if you guys want to talk with us.
Ali, do you have a question or you?
No, I just wanted. He's being stupid.
All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna keep moving. Okay, now back to the graduation aspect of this. If I can get your attention back up here, we'll work through this quickly. Here are some reminders for you. In case you did not know, if you want to take, I can see already some people taking a picture of this. If you want to take a picture of this in order to remind you, you have to pass CPR in order to graduate. We currently have 92 seniors who have not done that yet. So right now you are not on pace to graduate.
How do we know?
You need to listen up. If you don't know, I'm going to post a list of people who haven't passed CPR. Okay, it'll be in that senior bulletin board right outside the auditorium. You have to pay your fees on Infinite Campus. If you don't know if you have any fees, you look on your Infinite Campus and there's a little fees tab, and it'll drop down and show you how much you owe. If you still can't access that, you can go talk to Miss Fritz, who's our bookkeeper, and she can look it up for you. Or I can look it up for you as well if you see me in the hallway. Just a second. You need to talk to Mr. Gooey, who's back there next to Miss Stribling, and make sure that your name is spelled correctly on your diploma. Okay? We think that we have them correct, but we want you to double check. We also have to, you need to pay your senior dues, which we've talked about since about October. That covers your cap, your gowns, your diploma, your tassel, the cost of having it at the NAP Center. Currently, it's at $70. It started at $60, but it goes up $5 each month. So I have a list posted out there on the bulletin board of people who haven't paid yet. We're down to about 50. So that's good. A lot of you have this taken care of, but we don't want to get to May and you still haven't taken care of that fee. Graduation is May 23rd, Saturday. We'll be at the NAP Center. It's at 12:30. You guys will need to be there an hour early. I've had people ask, is there a number of people that can go? If you have a big family, I encourage you to get there early. We don't give tickets or anything like that, or there's no assigned seating. So the earlier your family gets there, the more seats that they might have. We've done this with East before, and you have people that end up standing the whole time because they get there a little bit late. So the earlier you get there, the better. And then finally, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be asking for volunteers of people who want to speak at graduation. If you're at all interested in that, you can come talk to me. I'm also going to be sending some information out during Husky time in the next couple of weeks. Okay?
What did you just talk about?
All right. I've started to kind of use this conversation. I got this from Miss Poole. You should know where you are at in your graduation journey. You should be in one of three categories. Yes, I know all I have to do is basically pass the classes that I'm in right now, and I am going to graduate. In the middle, man, I don't know. I think so, I guess, but I really haven't thought about it. I've had a conversation with somebody about that just yesterday, and they thought, yeah, I'm in a good spot. And I was like, no, you are not in a good spot. You need to do this in order to pass, in order to graduate. Or, I gave it a good effort this so far, I might have to go to summer school in order to graduate. And that's okay. But you need to know that so that your parents don't start throwing you a big party in May, and then you find out, well, I do need to take government, okay? So, if you don't know what category you are in, talk to Ms. Stribling, Mr. Dean, come talk to me, Mr. Montgomery, Ms. Poole. Any of us could look that up for you and have a real, honest conversation with you that, hey, this is going to happen, but you got to put in some work, or you gave it a good effort, you're going to have to go to summer school, and that's okay, all right? Quick things about after graduation. Mr. Preston has talked to you multiple times about filling out the FAFSA. He's going to be out front if you still have questions with that. Talk to your counselors about scholarships in order to go to school after Hoover. If you need transcripts, you're also going to talk to Ms. DeGuy. Those of you that want to play sports at the next level, you have to sign up through your transcripts online. Any of your coaches should be able to walk you through that. Any school that you're going to should be able to walk you through that. But those are just kind of things as we move past from Hoover. Okay, Mr. Preston, you?
It's not related to that, but the only thing I really have today, just like you said, if you want help with FAFSA scholarships, please come see me or the counselors. Or if many of you have met Miss Mikesha, she's often up in the counseling office. She's doing the same thing that I'm doing, so she can help you with all of those things as well. This Thursday, I'm chaperoning a visit to Kirkwood College, so I have a couple spaces that I can take Hoover students on that visit. So if you're interested in visiting Kirkwood College, you need to see me after this meeting in the Student Center. Also, there's going to be a big visit to DMAC at the end of February. So if you're interested in going out to DMAC, there's going to be an opportunity to sit in on a class. There will be a transfer fair, an activity fair. So it'll be a pretty good day to check out DMAC and see if that's something that you're really interested in. For DMAC, I have to have the list given to DMAC by Friday of the students from Hoover that plan to go. So if you're interested in that, you need to talk to me by Friday, or you will not be able to have a spot on the trip. That's all I got.
Okay. I would like, hopefully you can give some applause here for, we do have a guest speaker today, Miss Monet Woods, who is a former Husky. Give her your attention. That would be greatly appreciated.
Alright, you guys, I'm not that loud, so I'm gonna try to raise my voice. My voice is really low. So I just want to say good morning to everyone. Can I get a good morning back? Good morning. Thank you. Alright, so at first, I want to just start off by thanking all of you for being here because you are seniors and you get that senioritis kind of where you don't want to come to school. So I want to thank you for being here and I want you guys to stand up and give you guys a round of applause for being a senior. And
What?
so for sure you're gonna graduate.
100%.
100%. Everybody can in this room should raise. Everybody should raise their hand. The biggest strength that you have is belief in yourself. You should always believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, there is nothing that you can't accomplish. And I am living proof of that. So I'm gonna let you in on a little story about me so you guys can know how I got to where I am now. When I was at Hoover, I moved out at 16 years old and I got a place by myself where I had no family. I was paying $900 in rent and I was working 40 hours a week. And I was still trying to come to school and try to graduate. My sophomore year, I got 1 credit. And my junior year, I didn't come to school the first semester and I didn't come barely second semester. I didn't start coming to school around till like 3 weeks before school was out. I still needed 13 classes that I had to finish. And I had a lot of, are you sure you gotta graduate? Are you positive? And I graduated a year early.
Ooh.
So, I want to say that if it is possible for me, it is possible for you. And I know that there's a lot of barriers that you might have to get into graduation, but don't let that hold you back. That is a big thing that I want to say. Do not let that hold you back because I also got pregnant at 17. I also had a miscarriage too. Went through all of that, but I still made sure that I graduated. I want to graduate turned into I have to graduate. That's how I became and been able to do the things that I've done. I now work at Principal Financial where I make $20 an hour. I make around $1,500 every 2 weeks. I am now currently the board member of the youth emergency shelter here called Yes. I'm pretty sure a lot of you heard of that.
Yeah.
I am now on the board of that. You have a question? I am going to BMAC for business. And I actually did not like school. You guys can tell because I wasn't here. I didn't like school, but now I am a business major going there for DMAC. And I'm also working on becoming a motivational speaker to help push kids to finish graduation. I know it's hard, and I know it's a lot of times where you don't want to get here, but your diploma, that is for you. That's not for nobody else. It's not for your family. It's not for your mom. It's for you to be successful. And that's something that I didn't necessarily understand until I seen principal and they said I needed my diploma. But with me doing that, it allowed me to go further in life and allowed me to do a lot more than I would have before. I come from a family full of felons. I come from a family where they all have been arrested and nobody made it past their freshman year. I am the first person in my immediate family to walk across the stage. The first person to receive a high school diploma. I make more than everybody. Right now, I am supposed to be in this seat with you. I was supposed to graduate 2020. But I decided that I wanted something different and I was going to go after it. And that's what I want each and every one of you to do. You guys have the opportunity to change your future. Change the way that you was raised and make something different for yourself. Your background does not define what you do. I moved around every 6 months, never stayed. I've been to 15 different schools. I've never been in one spot. When I came here to Iowa, I decided that this is what I wanted, and I'm gonna take control over my future. Yeah, I'm 16 years old, but I got a say now. So you guys have a say now. guys need to walk across that stage and don't let anything stop you from doing that. So I do want to say a little bit of some encouraging words. I know things get tough, and I want you guys to know that it's okay to fail. I done failed many of times. I done been homeless. I done slept in my car. I lived out of my car for 2 months where I had nowhere to go, no family, no nothing. It is okay to fail. It's okay to be down. But it's teachers here who you can communicate with and talk to who are willing to help you. If you are going through something like I was scared to tell anybody what I was going through. But Miss Lloyd, everyone in the Flex Lab, she knew my situation and she helped me through it. If I didn't come to school, she was like, okay, well, you here today, let's get as much done as we can. So many people said, you not graduating early, you not doing that? But I had the mindset, yes, I'm graduated. I'm telling my mom, make sure you get my cap and gown. And I still had 13 classes to finish. But I'm telling her to get this cap and gown. It's the belief. I believed in myself. I was like, you're not gonna tell me I'm not gonna graduate because I am gonna graduate. That's the mindset you need to have. Whatever you want to do, say I am gonna do it. Don't say I might do it. Don't say I'm gonna try. Say I will. And use that to your best ability. Speak the truth. Speak it into existence. Manifest your greatness. Your words are very powerful. They are. Everything that I've said, I've wanted, I've gotten. I said I was gonna be a motivational speaker. Now I'm speaking in front of you. I done did everything that I said I wanted to. I said I was gonna graduate when I shouldn't have graduated, but I did. So I really hope that you guys hear what I'm saying today, and I really hope you apply that to your life. No more excuses. No more playing the victim. Yeah, we go through a lot. We all do. We all have things that nobody knows about that we're going through. But you need to get on top of that, and you need to take control over that. Don't let it take control over you. You are not defined by your situation. You are not defined by how you was raised. You're not defined by what you're going through. You choose your destiny. That's all I want to say. I'm a business major in entrepreneurship. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
So, hearing it from somebody who has been where you are at, all of you can make this happen if you apply. You know, if you do what you need to do. But in order to do that, you need to know where you're at. So that's why we go back to talk to your counselor, talk to me, talk to Mr. Montgomery. Know what you need to get accomplished in order to graduate here in May. Okay? A few quick things. I'm going to just read this real quick because this comes from the Challenger, and I know it might be difficult for you to read the back. This is from Letter to the Editor. We have changed our attitudes to create a better environment than Hoover has ever seen. We are strong, we are motivated, we are knowledgeable, but we are resilient above anything else. We notice things we don't like, and we work to change them. We work to make changes both in the community and within our school. This year, Hoover students have truly embodied our school's motto, Be the Change. You all still have 73 days here. 73 days in order to improve yourself, in order to improve your school, in order to improve your community. All we ask is that you continue to be the examples that we want you to be for the rest of our students here at Hoover. Because whether you know it or not, they look up to you. And they see what you're doing, and they see, man, I want to be like that here in a couple of years. That's the kind of Husky I want to be. That's the kind of person I want to be. I want to graduate and go do whatever they're going to do. Okay? Continue to be those role models for our underclassmen, for our juniors that are going to be in these seats coming up soon. Okay? Any questions? No. Thank you. Okay, quick reminders. Check the bulletin board. See if you haven't paid your dues. I'll have a CPR list up there by the end of the day. Talk to Mr. Gooey, talk to Ms. Fritz, know how much money you owe in fees. Like if you played athletics, there's like $15 fees here or there that you might have to pay before you graduate. If you're not sure about your credits, come talk to me or one of your counselors. Okay? Question? So, good question. In order to graduate from Des Moines Public Schools, you have to have a CPR certificate. You can either do that through Jim with Miss Mean or Mr. Means or Miss Hargis, or like if you're a lifeguard or you already have that, you just need to have evidence of that certificate. Okay? So I know like some of you, even if you have like an exemption for PE, you still have to pass CPR. Other questions? Yes, ma'am. If you don't have PE, so if you have an exemption or something, you need to come talk to me. I'll get your name on a list. We'll figure out how we're going to make it happen. Okay? All right. Thank you all for your attention. Let's give another hand for this.